Execration currently leading 1k. It's not really like the biggest lead, you know. Warden can pick up a lot of ground very quickly.
Good items coming for both teams, really. I like the Fairies Trinket that they got for the Dire, but I also love that Faded Brooch for this this Execration side, especially for them.
Good for them. And of course, a Chipped Vest, my least favorite item. So underwhelming everything.
You could work with it though, right? Like it's
sure, it's not. I mean, it's for free, you know. You take it, but you rather have like a. Do have a jelly.
Jelly with a chip vest, I think it's a good combo.
5 health region. Be good.
That with Fairies Trinket. Royal Jelly Fairies feels even better.
Royal Jelly is just like the best, like feels good item in the game. Gives you free region. Okay.
Feels good for your ones and twos. Support finds it. It's always Dream Coil used mid, and that's onto the Disruptor. Karl trying to make something happen. Waiting Rift, Illusory Orb, one more shot. He's diving the tier 2, and nobody's responding. Karl getting away with that for free. This is while they try to take the 2-1 tower top, but they haven't really done a lot of damage.
Yeah, Dire's doing a very good job at bringing this game back for sure. They've been struggling a little bit in the early game, but I don't think they can defend the top tower.
Xepher.
Oh, arrow!
Oh, off the Icarus dive. Not going to get it, but Rupido's still trying to get a kill here.
Anchor's map? Just off the map. How is this fair?
That really is not that bad.
They do get a top tower though, and their bottom tower is still full health. So they basically get a tower for free. There's no response from the Dire, but Warden is still continuing to free farm. Scary hero. And I know the guy who's playing it. JaCkky is a Warden. See how he makes it work.
I just worry about Arc Wardens, man. It's just based on what we see. It has nothing to do with JaCkky, just the way we've seen them play.
Yeah, Exorcism popped mid lane. They still have the Ravage as well. And I just want to get another T1 tower here. Dire will have to defend that. Radiant seems to be fighting on 2 fronts here. 2 supports at bottom and 2 cores at middle.
Yeah, they use the arrow to get the seed, try and slow down this push, but it slows it down, it doesn't stop.
They have to be careful. There are only 3 heroes here in middle.
Right.
They don't get the tower just yet.
Again, that's a second exorcism used. Dream Coil comes in, kinetic field. Karl, though, snaps the coil. Still able to leap away.
Silence was still on cooldown, as well as the orbs. Initially, but Mirana can break the coil and get out. And this Mirana hasn't gotten anything done this game yet either. Struggling to connect with arrows. Sitting almost at the bottom of the network. Mirana is a very rare sight.
Multiple exorcism mid. Still haven't got.
I mean, I don't know why the 2 supports went bottom and the 2 cores went middle. I feel like they're all just middle. Tower is for free. Chose to split up. A little bit of a miscommunication there, perhaps.
Still haven't used that Ravage yet.
And they want to, it's just that T1 is playing around it quite well.
They have a haste. Maybe Rupido can get in a position to throw something out, but they're not working with Exorcism or anything like that, so it's still not the best move.
Blink Dagger.
He goes right into the duel, and now it's Next Storm. All right.
Close. Puck had no coil. It's a hard kill without Puck coil, for sure. Oh, smoke up here. Coil up in 5. Glimpse back. Should be fine. Puck has Blink Dagger now. They'd be looking to go on the Wraith King here. Have to kill him twice, though.
Dream Coil used. Gotta be careful. Looking for the Ravage. This comes in. Hits 3. Doesn't hit the pot. Dream Coil ends. Deliver it. Xepher gets the Supernova. Just in time, that was get the first life out of the hands of Yowe, and now they can't fight.
That was a great play by Kuku there. Recognizing the arrow will fly in and dispels it right as it hits to make sure that he gets the egg off. Otherwise, if Phoenix is just dead, fight probably won't look as good. Now Wraith King, no ult for 3 minutes. Just very careful that he doesn't die.
Creation feeling like they're just not capitalizing.
Yeah, the communication is a bit lacking. Like, they're always just 2 there. Like, they're never really 4 or 5. All their moves just seem very slow. And Warden going for full green, no boots, Midas Maelstrom. Very rare sight. Usually go for at least the boots. But it's paying off. Top of the net worth, doing very well for himself. Karl also recovered after that little bit of a rough early game. Got into the Blink Dagger, going to the Witchblade next. And they're lacking a little bit of damage.
Lead now, T1. It was K lead for X.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Full of missed opportunities has really slowed down their progression. While all that's going on, our Warden's just had a free game.
Dire's middle
he's
tower
farming
has
a
been
quad
denied.
stack Ancients right now without any contest. And they haven't really bothered too much about controlling the enemy's triangle, even though they have Ravage, even though they have DP ult. I feel like they're playing a bit too conservatively.
Felt too
Radiant's top
impactful
tower
yet.
is under attack.
He's having a rough game. He's hit like 1 arrow so far. Mirana is a mental hero too, you know? Like, if you keep missing those arrows, you get into your own head really easily.
Karl setting up towards the top. They know that this reincarnation is still down, but instead gives it up and TP's bottom.
Interesting TP. So why TP bottom? Not really any objectives there. It's usually Arc Warden's lane to farm.
Dire are scanning.
Phoenix is very rich.
Radiant's
Same
middle
level
tower
as Lethal
is under
Commander.
attack.
They found themselves Whitemon, Static Storm, as well as the Kinetic Field. Should be able to get a kill and will. BDZ does get credit for that one, taking out the Enigma, who is 200 gold ahead. This is a 5-position Enigma. Seen Black Hole yet, but it's tough when you're in that 5 position. It's really of it.
Always is. But because of that threat, you know, Disruptor threw out the ultimate right away, so there's no turnaround potential. Just being an Enigma, you know, having this presence can be pretty threatening on the map.
Yeah, the omnipresence of a black hole is always present, even when it's in the...
Yeah, if you get a good hole, together with an egg or coil, you know, there's always a lot of combo possibilities.
Yeah.
So they definitely have to be very careful here. Another smoke up by Dire. Legion. For a team fight here. They do have Exorcism and Ravage though.
Careful about what you're pushing. Starting to converge. Yowe. Got the 5 seconds too. He has the reincarnation available. They'll pop the exorcism. They go after the Legion commander who's been silent. The arrows is in pace. Kuku in trouble all by himself. The rest of the team leaves him. And they'll get the kill there on the Legion. And immediately, this is to the tier 2. This is something that we really haven't seen much of in Execration, is getting and committing to these objectives. But now they have an opportunity to do so. Take the tier 2 if they can do that. They get themselves an outpost, but I don't expect T1 to just let this go.
Because I can as well.
Is under attack.
Have to get to the 2 tower.
There's the Waning Rift, the Illusory Orb, Sunray, Dream Coil. That comes through. That's onto the Tidehunter. The right pulse. Ravage used. And now looking over a light on the arrow. Hits the Static Storm. That's on to 3. Kuku gets out of it, luckily. But now they look over the puck. They've got the Star Storm coming down. And now, I get Tisty. That's onto the Death Prophet. Karl helps out. They get the kill on Rupido as well as Ken. That looked good for Execration for a moment, but well countered by T1 at the end.
Yeah, I thought the right call was to just go to Roche Pit because they were right next to it. And diving into 2 tower against Arc Warden this farm this early on is a big problem. He TP'd in quite late, but he dealt a lot of damage on that Arc Warden. And it's just something you have to respect at this point, you know? This Roshan was very free for you. You decided to pressure top instead. And it kind of backfired. Now you're 4k behind. You don't have Ravage and DP ult to work with, which gives even more space to the Arc Warden. He's sitting at 10,000 net worth now. 2,000 ahead of the Wraith King, who has had a pretty free game himself.
The Arc Warden getting involved, something
Radiant are scanning.
seeing from previous that have played to fight.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't done like too much in terms of, you know, trying to help out the team, but when he needs to be there, he is there, at least so far. And he's doing a good job overall. And he's very rich. He's like filthy rich.
With just this presence, though, like, he's similar, I would say, to the Black Hole. His omnipresence. Is Arc Warden going to be there? He's pretty farmed. Like, if he's there, I don't know if we can fight. So you have to think about that if you're Execration, right?
Yeah, definitely. And as we saw, backfire top. I feel like if we just get the Roshan, you know, and then fight with the Radiant's timing, much better for them. But that chance is kind of gone now. Like, the next Roshan is going to be much harder to fight because this Arc Warden has a Mjolnir soon. It's a huge power spike on Arc Warden. The clone alone can deal so much damage with just a Mjolnir.
Perfect.
Arrow. Phoenix.
Sounds
and
a bit late, but
yeah, it hit but during the Icarus dive, so had to come all the way back around. They're trying to get the kill on a Xepher. Karl comes over, now might just drop down a Dream Coil if he can catch somebody, but instead chooses to back away.
gold.
This is on to the Enigma again. They're not committing. Now they'll look over Rupido, and they've got the duel, but they have the damage. It's going to be close. No dual damage on that one, but Rupido's still dead.
Maybe the duel was a little bit premature, you know? He could have waited. He was surrounded by enemy heroes. Maybe he doesn't care too much about the damage this game. Arrow.
Ooh. Tanked by him.
Very thankful. Of course, Phoenix, a creature of not really the jungle, but the jungle chose to protect him.
Phoenix is a creature.
Nah, probably not. Probably just burn it.
This is what I like here, though, from Execration. Going in a row, something that you were asking for off that last exchange. They're doing this without Tide.
And they have no idea on Dire.
Yeah, this is a risky maneuver, and one that they're getting away with.
Dire are
Jumped
scanning.
quite a bit. He actually sunk pretty low.
If they saw this on Dire, they know they have an egg, perfectly roasted. It's very hard for them to do it if Dire know it, but they get away with it. Good job by them.
Yeah, this really helps them maybe sustain the game, get Wraith King into a position feels comfortable.
He will need like probably like 2 more items, like a blink BKB. He's going to the BKB next, and then 1 more item after that. He should be feeling comfortable to fight. Got a smoke. Legion Commander went pipe first, by the way, not blink dagger, so the team fight is very strong. Initiation still strong because of Puck, and he itemized into the pipe just for his teammate. I like that decision quite a lot.
Ability if you already have some.
Yes, he's alone top, completely alone. He has to be very careful here.
May not get out of this one. Who finds him, gets the duel, and now they're looking over. Whitemon could set up for a black hole. It doesn't matter if it's going to be on the 1 if they get the second life away. Now they're starting to come in though, and now you got the silence close to Savage World that's going to be out onto this puck. Sunray right on top of the Wraith King. Just don't have the damage to get the kill on Karl. They're looking over at the Spirits. I think they've also got the Dream Coil that ends up snapping. Yowe walks out of it willingly. He just dies.
I mean, it's hard to make a call, you know, because you're getting Sunray from the back and you're coiled. Like, do I just stand in the Sunray? Do I break the coil? I think either way, he's probably just gonna die. And Execration was not ready for that rotation at all. Another duel though, where he did not get the damage from. Duels on the puck.
Should be a tier 1. They are looking to maybe set up and defend at some point. They've got 20 seconds until the Wraith King's even back alive.
Yeah,
They're
20
gonna
seconds also till Field. Ravage on 4.
Ravage! That's a massive Ravage! They'll go after this puck. Will they get the kill? Yes, they do! Tempest double, Black Hole on the 2. That catches them! Oh, Whitemon, perfect setup. But it's only the first life away from the Death Prophet. Rupido on the run. He gets out. Can all by himself now. RR trying to help out. They've got the silence out of both. This Warden as well as the Enigma. The duel comes in onto the Wraith King. But this is a problem for JaCkky. They'll catch him. They've got the Exorcism. And they'll take out Kuku. He was on a killing spree for just a split second as he took out BDZ. But traded immediately by Ken. That's a good return for Execration.
Yeah, they did not expect this Ravage blink at all. Like, literally entire team got
Dire's
caught.
middle tower is under
Puck
attack.
died instantly because the Legion Commander couldn't dispel it. Very good initiation by Execration here, bringing the gold back by about 3,000. Good job. I did not expect the fight to go as smoothly as it did. Because they didn't have Exorcism at the start of it either. Came online a little bit late. Still managed to fight quite convincingly.
Yeah, they got away with that quite a bit. Rupido just barely survives getting away with Essence Ring. They do get the glimpse. Great job from RR, knowing right where that Arc Warden is with the help from the Death Prophet, bringing him back.
I've said it quite a bit times before. I'm not a big fan of Witchblade on Puck. It always delays your like item timing when you're playing as an initiator.
They could get JaCkky again.
Yeah.
TP.
There was just a clone. There was just a clone. Do they have the damage?
Now they've got the static storm. They certainly have the damage. They're going to catch him again. There's back-to-back deaths for this Arc Warden.
Who's had a perfect game. Not so perfect anymore. Now counter smoke by the Dire though. They're looking for the Wraith King. He has reincarnation though. Team is around.
Not too far away. Look at that Dream Coil, and now the duel Double Supernova trying to line it up. Alpha's walking away. Yule's up into the air, and it's not timed right. Here comes Rupido. Here come the reinforcements. Execration go in. They land the arrow onto this puck. Goes into the phase shift. Sunray onto Execration. Xepher just standing his ground for right now. Icarus dive away. Spirit Siphon on a Whitemon. They'll focus their attention now onto the Enigma. Rupido still moving forward through that gun. Slowed down Whitemon. Quick Swarm misses, but they've got the Yule's BDZ. Doesn't land the arrow. Press the attack comes in just in case. They've also got the glimpse to pull him back. He cannot leave away from this Execration side. That being said, though, RR dies to Karl. Thinking about going back into Yowe. Knowing that his ulti is down. 7 seconds until Duel is back up and available to get that lockdown, though. I don't know if T1 are really willing to go in even further.
Yeah, if they don't miss that egg Yowe combo, I think Wraith is in a bit of trouble, but ends up missing. Little misplay there by the Dire side, and they have to be really careful with this Warden. They have to start protecting better. Can't really just keep making plays. Another rotation here by Radiant. They do have Ravage and DP ult.
Blink Ravage, that comes in, hits on the 3, they'll find the Phoenix first, but there's the press the attack, Icarus dive, trying to leave, Dream put on the 3. Karl comes in, he's got the silence on his Wraith King, now here with the black hole, it's on the 3! Oh geez, Whitemon fighting both, they get the front of BDZ, they've got the BKB being popped here by Ken, he's trying to move in, but eventually turns his decisions to trying to TP out, they get the kill on the Rupido, Yowe, and Ken in succession, 4 heroes gone on the side of Execration, T1 come away on top.
That, yeah, I was pretty much just on the back of Whitemon. They did not have egg. They didn't have anything really other than the black hole. Black hole's 3 for the full duration and a +5 Enigma. Like, what else can you ask of him, you know?
Middle tower has fallen.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that is a spot where it looks like Execration had the jump on them. They throw the Ravage. They start with a 3-man Ravage. Let's take a look. Yeah, take a look at it again. Ravage comes in, hits on 3, press the attack, saves the Phoenix. Just barely, and Whitemon just sets up here. When they get a foil like that, they're going to look for more, and just on the edge of the Death Prophet cap.
You could argue that they made a big mistake on Dire to focus the Phoenix, who doesn't have egg, rather than the Enigma, who still has black hole. But it was super well played by Dire, you know, purging the stuns of the Phoenix, so he gets out. Then Enigma landing a perfect black hole on that 3-man Dream Coil as well, and of course Wraith King, no reincarnation. He died with BKB on, even though they don't have damage through it.
Yeah.
Because that Midnight Pulse dealing a lot of damage through it as well, of course.
And that puts T1 back into the driver's seat of this game, where it felt like Execration were trying to take over. They've got the Static Storm on the puck, but they have the lockdown arrow. Goes right past him as he base shifts away from it.
Here I am. Was that smart?
Cute duels attempt there.
Need to get the kill.
Yep, and now Legion Commander with the Blink Dagger as well. Skadi suddenly finished on Arc Warden. He is massive. 20 gold to finish Aghanims on Puck. That's going to be a huge problem for Radiant as they finish their BKBs.
I mean, that's almost what helped him in the last fight, was those BKBs as a 3-man Dream Coil, but the follow-up to that was a black hole.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower.
And now Quickening Charm on Arc Warden. If you thought you had problems with the clones before, well, now they're permanent.
Radiant's top tower has
Pretty much.
fallen.
Good luck. This is going to be a huge combination to the Phoenix Egg plus Puck Coil with Aghanims. You can't break the coil because obviously you get stunned, and you also can't kill the egg because it's out of range. Like, it's a super tough team fight to take from now on for the Radiant team here.
They're smoking up. They're coming around the back. They've got the Moonlight Shadow. There's the weak towards Ravage coming in front of the Phoenix. It's off. They're looking. They've got the BKB as well as the Icarus dive away with the Dream being used onto this Execration side. Got the silence onto a couple of these heroes. Supernova gets used. They're still trying to get the cover. The Legion Commander, but the Dream Coil finally runs out. Is going to be enough though for letting Execration finish. Almost by King Sargar dies. So does BDZ. Rupido jumps back in. Taking the Moonlight under the hands of the Wraith King, working with the second as they've got the duel. They'll get themselves 4. Ken on the run used Exorcism. And now he's using it defensively just to get out of town. He turns around and farms for a second with T1 right there. I thought maybe they'd even jump on him again.
And there was a 4-0 fight, even though they got a really good initiation of Phoenix once again. They need to start silencing this Legion Commander after these Ravages. He keeps purging the Phoenix, he gets out, gets a wonderful egg, and it's full duration Sunray. Puck still on the DP here, DP no BKB. Double damage on Puck.
Silence, not looking like it's going to be enough. The damage coming in from Karl's just too much, and it's long-winded, but it is a team wipe. You see this Ravage come in. Phoenix, just with a minuscule amount of health, again, one tick away from dying. How many times has that happened?
Third time now.
On the static slewer, but do they have the damage while in it? Yes, they finally do.
He overextends quite a bit. Maybe Black Hole here?
Caught. Turn, doesn't look like he wants to, just taking too much damage. King Pop, BDZ moving in. Meanwhile, Tempest Double's taking your bottom tier 3, and nobody's here to defend
make
it.
a fine crater.
Tier 3, is it gonna fall to the creeps? Yes.
Radiant's
So bottom lane
tower
exposed,
has
one of the
fallen.
worst things that can happen against an Arc Warden. They're looking for a glimpse here. Get the vision.
Radiant's
they
bottom
cannot.
barracks are under attack.
They have to start responding to bottom. They're losing a lot of gold and taking a lot of damage.
Maybe they jump for it. Despite the fact that it's only 31 kills. That is a lot. 20 kills per minute. It felt like the game started really low.
They've really picked up
It's been a
pace.
bloodbath since.
Yeah. The pace has really been picked up lately. Checking for Roshan. And you can just see his Wraith King is not having a lot of impact. Skadi's up, you know, he just keeps getting kited. It's not an easy Wraith King game anymore.
This will do nicely.
They really need this next hit.
He needs like 2 more items. AC, and maybe like a Swift Link, even a Basher, you know. Like he's really far behind. He's over 7,000 level Arc Warden, who now finished up a BKB. So this Tidehunter's not going to be a problem for him anymore. And this bottom lane is just going to keep getting shoved in by this Arc Warden clone. Another smoke up. Without the Mirana, though, they're only 4. They do have Ravage and DPO.
I
They're
like,
running into an LC here.
Radiant's middle
I like
tower
the idea
is
that
under attack.
Disruptor's trying to go for the Ags. That could be massive. That he's
Could
only
be a
got
game
enough for
turner.
he's only got enough for one component, but if he does get that chance,
Can win the game.
yeah,
A good static storm on 2-3 heroes.
it's a game-winning act.
Every time, yeah.
It always has been.
Always has been, yeah. Since it started muting items,
Yeah.
it's a brutal agonist for sure. But again, you know, you're smoked up with 4 heroes. This Arc Warden
Radiant's
clone does
middle
not
tower
care.
is under
Obviously, he's
attack.
pushing out all lanes. Now tier 2 tower middle is down.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
This is why Arc Warden is such a strong hero in these kind of positions. If you're ahead this far, so tough to play against it. Constantly shoving out those lanes. Nightmare to deal with.
I'm out.
Clean up, is he off the AC and dagger queued up, but saving up that much gold, I'm not certain he
3K
wants
gold.
to commit to that.
He is uncertain of what he needs. And honestly, I am too, because with that Blink Dagger, you can't really do too much. He's going for a Basher. Now that's like the, I think, the least desired item. At least AC has to tank up, Blink has to initiate, but Basher, what does that, like, you have no attack speed to use it.
So rich.
Yeah, he has had this Philosopher's Stone for a good 14-15 minutes now.
Radiant's bottom
Had
barracks are
BKB
under
for a
attack.
Yeah,
Sure,
he
he
finishes
went what?
Shiva's guard.
Yeah, he went Tranquil's BK.
Yeah, and now Shiva's guard up. Makes it even tougher to fight into the dire side. I think all these items are just coming together, and we'll see how Radiant tries to approach the team fight. I'm not sure who they focus.
Bottom set of racks to JaCkky. Siege creep.
Puck, 300 gold of BKB as well. Legion Commander, 2,000 gold of her BKB. There's just a lot of good core items coming out from the dire side here. Another clone pushing in bottom. They need to start responding to this. They're losing their range Rex.
Yeah, they tried to respond the last time, but
Radiant's bottom
even that, they were took so much damage.
Are you just
on
killing the
it.
DP?
And he rules himself.
Radiant
JaCkky's
are
not done
scanning.
yet.
Yeah, still hitting the
push you
melee
back
range.
and then
Radiant's
go for
bottom
melee.
barracks are under
All
attack.
5 heroes at bottom, which gives a free Roshan avenue if they want to. Get out, but they don't want to commit to it.
Do have Moonlight Shadow that could make the rotation to try and defend against it. Going to, but they're going onto the high ground. There is a sentry ward down over with RR. They pop vision for a second. And they're looking for the BKB being popped early by Xepher, but they get the duel out on a Rupido. Oh dear! They caught RR, they catch Rupido, both are gone. They do have buyback. They caught Exorcism. They have to fight. They have to go in. Whitemon here with the stun. They're trying to get the Black Hole out of their arsenal here on the side of Team 1. They're going to do exactly that. They look over at JaCkky at the moment and don't have the damage just quite yet. But BDZ ends up falling the static storm. It's on the Phoenix. They've got the silence, but can they keep him silent? They'll look over, they'll stay with him. They've got the glimpse, they'll get the kill on a Xepher. Both those heroes don't have buyback. He bought back on the Disruptor as well as the Tide. maybe there's an opportunity, or maybe there's an avenue to get Roche a pure Execration, but it's not looking like it. They're going to go for that as they're back from the lane.
Yeah, no DP ult and bottom lane. They actually got the bottom Rex. I think the creeps got the bottom Rex.
Yeah?
No, the JaCky clone came in to get the bottom Rex while they were distracted fighting there. Good awareness by JaCky to get the bottom Rex there, which means, you know, they're just going to wait for cooldowns now. They're going to go into Roche because they don't have DP ult. They still do have Ravage, but is that really impactful
ahead.
now that they have almost 3 BKB? Enigma also just finished her BKB, or his, or its. Not sure what it is. It's an it probably, right? It's a
That's
cosmic
space and
force, something.
Yeah.
He looks pretty ripped though, like he has a 6-pack.
He goes to the gym. He's getting, his trainer's actually a lizard.
Really?
That's what I heard. He's trainer for...
It makes sense. Also JaCky, you know, he picked up a bash on Wraith King, right? But he doesn't have the attack speed, so he only got like 2 attacks in. Didn't get the bash on the Arc Warden. If Arc Warden dies, it's actually really good for Radiant. A little bit of bad RNG coming out for the Radiant side.
Now they've got the dagger as well to try and...
Shadows take us.
Now the Mirana ult.
There's the Moonlight Shadow because T1, they're setting up towards Roche, and I think
Prize is mine.
Execration kind of got a whiff of there.
They still don't have DP ult though. And this bottom lane, they need to shove it out further. It's always sitting in their base. Every time they want to try to make a move.
Up a little bit, T1 back off the pit.
DP picked up Aeon Disc, very good against Duel of course. And against the Puck Coil, makes a lot of sense.
They've been holding the duel though. Wraith King.
Yeah, and for Tidehunter.
Yeah, I got the last one on Rupido, and that made sure that you get any...
Arc Warden finished Hurricane Pike. So filthy rich now, 10k ahead of the Wraith King.
KB there for T1 as Legion Commander finishes one.
Yeah, now they have 4 BKBs. Or 5 even. They have 5 BKBs on Dire.
Yeah.
Tidehunter Ravage might potentially
Do
not do
nothing.
anything. And
That's a lot of pressure for Rupido.
it is. Like he might want to itemize into an Arcane Blink because of this. They have to be a little bit careful. Like all Dire has to do is wait until bot lane pushes in, one hero shows, you go back into the pit. Because you know the fight is 4v5. You just have to play the patient game right now. There's no need for you to do anything. You got the lane advantage, just play it properly. They're doing just that. Maybe they're not. They're not playing the patient game, but...
Hit, now...
Arrow, he's gonna scout it out.
Yeah,
Roshan's too low though.
Oh,
BKB expanded though.
They've been scouting it for so long, and now Execration, they come away empty-handed.
And the bot lane is pushing in while they're being chased by the clone. There might be an avenue to initiate on them.
Double, meanwhile, Dire setting up bottom because at some point Execration are going to have to respond, and then from there T1 can just have the advantageous position of knowing where they have to respond and being there already.
Yeah, now tier 4 items coming out.
Dire's top tower is under
We'll
attack.
see if T1 wants to harm them first for going high ground. It's done on the real Arc Ward. Shouldn't amount to much though. There's still LLC in the background. Oh, well, just a clone actually. I thought it was the real Arc Ward. Like that. Yeah, like you just see, clone is pretty much there constantly. It's 5 seconds cooldown right now, or rather downtime, not cooldown.
So hard to just occupy, keep it stunned when Legion's right there.
And he's 2 levels for 25, which you get another 12 seconds on that clone. That is true and well perfect.
The real Arc Warden has to push.
It's just permanent,
forward,
yeah. It's longer than
Radiant's middle
permanent.
tower has fallen.
You'll have it up pretty much every time. Not sure why they added the talent. Like I was like, yo, maybe we should nerf Arc Warden, and then suddenly he gets a plus 12 talent. That was okay. Not sure what happened there. Oh, Puck ult. Disruptor ult on the Puck, but he
Radiant's
blinked out
middle
just in time.
barracks are under attack.
Now you don't have it at your disposal.
Yeah, and the static storm is massive in these team fights.
It's super important for sure. Because Arc Warden clone is just pushing single-handedly. Like they can't do anything about it. DP is cutting the mid wave right now. But it's so tough because bot lane is pushing in again. They don't need the mid wave to be there because the bot wave is there.
so much pressure on
A gift from the
yeah, but that's so difficult.
He's
Bash,
playing the
okay.
Arc Warden game.
Yowe.
He's taking a lot of damage.
He's gonna lose his first life here.
40 seconds cooldown.
They're gonna want to dive in on this. They've got the duel, they have the supernova, the Ravage comes in, but BKBs are out, so it doesn't matter. The Black Hole there to confirm the kill on Yowe. He'll buy back immediately. The supernova goes off, but they've already used Ravage. They have no static storm. Exorcism's down. Recoil onto the Wraith King. Wraith King's taking a lot of damage.
Careful.
He dies a second time. That's probably it for this game. And there he goes. Yowe gone, Kuku dead. They're trying to fight with the Exorcism. They are getting some response from Ken, but eventually that BKB is going to run out and so will that Aeon disc, and there it is. Out this Wraith King for 100 seconds. The Death Prophet gets into the trees, Ken into a very decent spot to get away from that aggression, but T1, they don't have to leave. They can continue to go onto the high ground. They can continue to take the base, and now there's zero answer for Execration.
Yeah, Arc Warden still sitting at full health, still
Radiant's
sitting
middle barracks
on an
has
Aegis.
fallen. Radiant's middle
Phoenix
barracks
bought back as
has
well.
fallen.
They just want to end this game. Probably just going to go through the top side. And Yowe massively misplaying there. He bought back without ult, dies once more. And I mean, even if they manage to defend now, he has no game. He just has zero net worth at this point.
Yeah.
Arc
Rupido the
Warden
1v1 against the clone, not exactly winning.
Yep, it is never an easy fight.
Radiant's top tower is under
Tempest
attack.
level up. At least they found Spell Prism on DP. So
They found the pump, they got the Hex, but they missed the arrow! They have the damage.
They have cheese.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Two.
that's going to be really bad. If they got the Doom down to both these heroes, there's a Static Storm as well as a kinetic field. Meanwhile, Top's pushing in, and Static Storm doesn't do anything to stop this puck and continues to just be super elusive.
Yeah. He's just playing with them, really.
He's just taking the time up while they push out Top.
Yeah. Still no racing. DP all up at 15 though. JaCkky has to be a little bit careful here. He doesn't know what his welcome. His BKB is currently in the backpack, so he doesn't have a defensive move.
We know the temperature doubles, Sun Ray.
That's a good amount of gold. DP at least. And as always, the less objectives you have, the less you need to worry about them. Defending one side, not the hardest thing.
It's like the knowing where they're coming from. The rest of our base. Focus on one side.
Yep. No spell prism for the Arc Warden. Feels bad, man. That would have been brutal. The edge sword on the puck. It's going into a nullifier now. That is quite a bit because of course they have Yule Scepters as well as Aeon Discs. They still do have the damage to blow up this Arc Warden. They have Blink Hex on the DP, but it's just so hard, you know. Like, you need to initiate on the Legion while you initiate on the Arc Warden. There's like so many things you need to do. There's going to be an egg to worry about and the puck coil. This dire draft is really simple to play from this point on.
And that buyback really, it slows down exclusively that extra troll that maybe the Radiant would have had to get these kills potentially onto tough. No Prism for the Death Prophet going into the Arcane Blink. This could be a moment for Ken.
Now we have seen DP, you know, it's very strong. Level 25, the +8 Spirits talent, putting him at 32, I believe. 32 Spirits, and each of them hit for 50. That's a lot of damage potential coming out. Especially if a target is like gushed, you know, or just stationary stun from Ravage. They die in seconds, no matter how farmed they are. Now you can just see T1 every time there's a team fight. They're not even giving Tide a chance to Ravage, you know? They just 5-man preemptively BKB and kill the target they want to kill. And Tide can just sit there and do nothing about it. And Clone pushing the top again. Arc Warden level 25 now. So he has that Tempest duration talent. And now you can just see the uptime is permanent. 38 seconds duration, 31 seconds cooldown.
Okay. Tide gonna try and fight this. Crypt Siphon, Crypt Swarms, okay. 300 gold on the Death Prophet, who's working.
And the next one's coming in already.
Working on that buyback now that you blink 2,000 gold away from him through the Death
Radiant's
Prophet.
top tower.
The thing is, this will never stop, you know? This Arc Warden clone will always be top now. And it will keep hitting you. You need to be able to wrap around and find a response to it, because your Rex are falling slowly but surely. This is the Arc Warden game. You need to do nothing else.
Rift
Tide.
Illusory Orb, Rupido now hit with the Dream Coil. That's going to be down. You haven't jumped on it just yet. There is the Icarus dive.
Tide, taking a lot of damage.
Bloodthorn, he's dead.
Oh!
Illusory Orb, maybe I spoke too soon.
There you
But
go.
tell me Rupido still falls. He does have buyback.
He does. Nobody can be a puck now.
Are fortified.
Oh, Enigma finished up his Blink Dagger. Blink BKB could potentially turn this entire game. Well, not turn, but seal the deal, rather.
Round Execration. There's the Blink as well as the Exorcist. The Arcane Blink being used, but there's the Black Hole.
On the Tide.
Comes in onto the Tidehunter, who just fought back. Can he get a Ravage off? Yes, he can. Is it going to matter, though? It doesn't look like it. Static Storm is down as well as the Connect Field. They're going to blink in as well as get the duel onto the Death Prophet. They get that kill here on the Ken. They'll take out the Death Prophet. This is looking like that is the end of game one. No Exorcism, nothing to work with here for Execration, and they will call GG T1. They take game number one. And it was Execration almost got it going in the beginning, but T1, they look really strong, and I think this is the first time I've really felt comfortable with an Arc Warden.